I'm Marco Rando, art and design teacher and supervisor of the South Lakes High School STEAM Team Public Art Program. The program affords students a real-world professional experience, incorporating science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. This curriculum model is known as project-based learning, embracing the process of art and design thinking. The program is exclusive to South Lakes High School, now in its 13th year of operation. So our team has been busy, as you'll see in their slideshow.
Just some of our original model concepts that we as a team kind of created towards the beginning of the year when we were in our design phase.
This was kind of our final structures where we kind of implemented the tree tags onto the side by side.
For Celebrate Reston, we're going to be using these aluminum discs, and the basic premise is that they make their own cell and they draw it on a sheet first, and then they transfer over to the disc, and then eventually we put that on the sculpture.
We've decided to swap to the key clamp system for putting this whole thing together. What this allows us to do is not only can we take it up and put it down much faster than we could any sculpture in previous years, this could give it an opportunity to live somewhere else, as instead of being made out of timber and having that limited lifespan, it's made out of galvanized steel now and could last outside for easily much longer than its term on the lake.
This is the team's 11th sculpture titled Cell-estial. Each project is unique and connected to important issues and/or concepts students feel embrace the physiological aspects of humanity. This year we wanted to highlight the people of Reston. We invited the public to paint on hundreds of aluminum discs. We started the collaborative process by visiting an art class at Langston Hughes to work with 8th grade artists. Then during events like Tefra Fine Arts Festival and Celebrate Reston, the team along with Public Art Reston set up work tables and invited festival goers to create whatever came to mind, embracing the autonomy of the individual. The almost 500 discs represent microorganisms and cells that make up the microbiome that sustains life.
My name is Stella. I'm in the class of 2026, so I'm a rising senior. I feel like STEAM was one of the best decisions I made in high school to join it. In STEAM, you learn not only skills that you need in a professional setting, like leadership, communication skills, and how to work with a deadline. You also learn the importance of service and giving back to your community, which is something we did with this last project. It's been a great impact for me in my life, and I don't feel like I would have been able to develop more in high school had it not been for STEAM.
My name is William Burks, although I go by Aiden. I'm a junior. This is my first year in STEAM team. It's been great so far. I love Reston where we live so much, and I've always wanted to just be able to engage with the community more, and STEAM has been a wonderful way to do that. I mean, you look around at the sculpture and you see so many different aspects. You see little tiny kids who have painted, their dog on it, but then you also see people who have come during art festivals and they're professional artists, and they've created these beautiful images. I think it's a wonderful reminder of just how diverse our community is, and I think that's I love that so much about it.
I'm Jaya Chatfield, I'm a rising junior, and this is my first year in STEAM. One of the first things we had to do was we crocheted all of the ropes that the discs would be hung on, so that they would have loops that we could attach the hooks that were holding the discs. This had the benefit of making them thick enough that we could see them from a distance and allowing the yellow to contrast with the red and the orange in the sculpture. When I was at Celebrate Reston, I got to help this kid about in 2nd grade turn her drawing of a cat into a paint drawing on this disc. She seemed really happy with it when she was done. A lot of the people seemed really happy with what they had created, and that was also really satisfying.
Our intention is to create a metaphor for the community of Reston as well as the globe. Cells are the foundation of every living thing. When cells divide, they work together to sustain life and benefit the entire organism. Cells are a metaphor for our own lives in the way that we interact with our community on a regular basis. We wish to celebrate this essential nature by focusing on the smallest units, embracing a world and dimension we take for granted. I wish to thank our sponsors, Lake Thoreau Entertainment Association and Mary and David Procknow. Mary created the wonderful calendar for our major fundraiser, and thank you to all the supporters who purchased a calendar. Reston Association, special thanks to them and their awesome construction crew. Couldn't do it without them. Our partner, Public Art Reston. If you'd like to donate, please go to publicartreston.org, donate, drop down to Lake Thoreau Project.